Are you noticing lines in the skin around your eyes? Well, while there are some in-office treatments that work very, very well, I have some very effective, non-invasive steps you can take at home in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back. As we all know, as we get older, fine lines and wrinkles start to show up around our eyes. Usually that's the first place they start to show up. Our skin begins to lose some of its elasticity, things like sun exposure, environmental pollution, stress, allergies, a whole lot of things can go on to help make this problem worse. Now, this is happening to more and more people at a younger age, and a lot of that has to do with how much time we're spending in front of our blue light emitting devices. Something I've talked about at length in other videos on the channel. Now, the skin under your eyes is already going to be an area that shows the signs of aging first. Skin around and under the eyes is very thin. There are a lot of blood vessels. There are not a lot of oil glands. And then we have a lot of things go on where we show facial expression. But there are many things that we can do or avoid to help slow down this process, even prevent future fine lines and wrinkles, kind of no matter where you are at whatever age. Things like sun exposure, yes, UVA, UVB light radiation, lifestyle choices like smoking and not getting enough rest, repetitive movements, those dynamic wrinkles that we make when we smile, frown, furrow our brow, what have you, that tend to come and go very fast when we're younger, but then they stick around and don't want to leave. Also, environmental factors like dry air or climate, and did I say already UVA, UVB radiation? Yeah, that's the big one. The most insidious one is not smoking, by the way. It is actually sun exposure. Because it is the continued harmful exposure to ultraviolet light, that's what breaks down the collagen in your skin, and that is the main protein in your skin holding it all together. Okay, and so what about smoking? Well, smoking exposes your skin to extra oxidative stress, damaging its collagen and elastin, which can lead to wrinkles. It also constricts the amount of blood flow that comes to your skin, bringing nutrients to your skin like that all-important vitamin A. And if all of that wasn't enough, we have to contend with whatever environment we live in. All of them bring their own special type of conditions to your skin, whether it's a sunny, hot, humid climate like where I live, or it's an arid climate where a lot of you guys also live. And all of that together makes it seem like we cannot win unless we live in some sort of glass box with a controlled air environment 24/7, 365 days a year. Luckily, there are some steps you can take at home to help reduce and erase some of the fine lines and wrinkles you already have, and more importantly, prevent any future development of new ones. First and foremost is facial exercise. Simple, right? Cheap, free. Actually, just takes some of your time. Facial yoga is very effective at toning the muscles under the skin as we get older so that they don't atrophy and shrink, giving us that sagging and contributing to fine lines and wrinkles. Also, things like regular, gentle facial massage, not to stretch the skin, but to energize the circulation in the skin and bring that oxygen, nutrients like vitamin A, and to help stimulate collagen and elastin production, which can actually reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, I have videos on facial yoga, something I've been doing myself since my early 20s to keep this 58-year-old face in shape. The next thing that's really important in combating fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes is to treat your allergies. A lot of us walk around, and I am guilty of doing this for years, with not treating allergies, even seasonal allergies that dry out our eyes, make us rub and stretch the skin around our eyes, keeping inflammation ongoing, also contributing to breakdown of collagen, believe it or not. And all that stretching and pulling and rubbing actually can contribute to fine lines and wrinkles. Treating your allergies is going to give your skin a more relaxed posture and help protect the skin under your eyes over the long term. Next up on my list is something a lot of people don't think about, and that's exfoliation around the eye area 1 to 2 times per week. Now, I'm not talking about using facial scrubs. I don't really like facial scrubs, but there are products on the market that you can use that are perfectly fine to massage right under and around, not on the eyelids, but right around the eye area to help remove a lot of that dead skin that builds up. That makes fine lines and wrinkles form much easier, and the ones you do have look much deeper. So it's okay to exfoliate around your eyes, just use the correct product. Now, I will link down below in the video description box products that I recommend for each of these steps in today's video, so check those out when we're done. My next step is one that seems to be very controversial, and I really don't understand why, even from some dermatologists on YouTube. Really odd. But the skin around your eyes has very few oil glands. So as we get older, they tend to dry out. And we know dry skin exacerbates fine lines and wrinkles. So moisturizer on your face is fine, except a lot of the products that we use today, especially those that contain retinols, are too heavy and can migrate actually into the eyes, causing things like inflammation and eyelash hair loss, something we don't want to experience. However, there are specialized eye moisturizing creams that contain retinol that are super helpful for the area around the eyes, keeping it hydrated, keeping that cellular turnover going, helping the eye area to look younger over time by increasing collagen production and protecting the elastin that you do have. And that's not to say that your choice of facial moisturizers is not important. It is. You want to use hyaluronic acid formulated facial moisturizers because they pull moisture in from the air. Moisturizers that are formulated with hyaluronic acid and other hydrators like glycerin to help improve and increase moisture levels and prevent transepidermal moisture loss. And one other step that I have found to be extremely helpful is making sure that you apply peptide serums to the eye area around and under the eyes, especially those that contain agiriline. Now, you may have heard of agiriline. It's been kind of promoted as the Botox alternative. It really isn't. Botox freezes the muscle under the skin so that it doesn't move. What agiriline is able to do is minimize that same muscular movement around the eye area, helping to relax the skin and release some of that fine line and crinkling that goes on without actually attacking the muscle itself. Because using Botox over the long term, as we've seen, those muscles don't get used. Muscles that don't get used do what? They shrink and they atrophy. And that is why you see long-time Botox users start to have a lot of sagging and puffiness and uneven skin around the eye area. So agiriline, worth considering and adding to your skincare routine to see what it can do for you. And now the big one is please, please, please protect your skin from the damaging rays of the sun. That's sunglasses, that's hats, that is proper clothing, that is proper sunscreen application. I prefer mineral sunscreens, but there are hybrids where there's some chemical, some mineral and chemical. I don't care. Just make sure that you're using a sunscreen of 30 or more on your face on an ongoing basis, anywhere that's exposed on your skin, because all of the things that we're talking about doing to help your eyes stay young looking are not going to matter, not going to be worth a damn if you don't protect your skin from the sun. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Have I told you, you gotta wear sunscreen. Now, just these few steps can really help reduce, erase those fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes, and more importantly, prevent future ones. And for an even deeper dive on how to improve the area around the eye, be sure to check out this video coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Stay beautiful, and I will see you over on that next video.